So, a little more from that about page on your Substack. You say, think of this newsletter as my salon for the strange, a secret alcove where I unleash quirky thoughts, rant with some abandon, flaunt my latest projects, and occasionally drop mini biographies like they're hot. So, give me one of your recent rants and one of your recent projects.
I think one of my recent rants was one of my recent rants was on actually pardoning. And this was before President Joe Biden pardoned Hunter Biden. I had been thinking a little bit about the power of the pardon. It's such a big one for the president. It's one that comes with a lot of complications. And so it's sort of always at the forefront of my mind. And I started to think about how the pardon was considered, whether it was considered appropriate when President Gerald Ford, was about to pardon Richard Nixon. And indeed, Pew was in the middle of a study. They were in the middle of a study when this happened on this very subject. And most people, as would imagine, disagreed with Ford pardoning Nixon. But then what's really interesting is they followed up over that study, and over time, it changed. The idea that Ford had pardoned Nixon in order to move forward was considered the right call, which is also what Ford had said in his autobiography. And that was a really exciting piece to do as well, because I had spoken to the director of the LBJ Library and of the Ford Library and a bunch of other presidential libraries, because I was doing a series on how history works in different mediums, and one being museums. And then I asked her if she had anything to add to this. And the director of the Ford Library emailed me the best letter from a child to Ford after he pardoned Nixon. And it said, "You are half right and half wrong."